Hello, denizens. Former network executive reaction here, and I've been thinking about superhero movies, especially in the context of what James Gunn said as he described how the upcoming DC universe was going to unfold. You all know I'm a deep thinker. I drop names like Dostoevsky, just like another famous Canadian deep thinker. It doesn't matter that I don't know which Russian hockey team he played on. It makes me sound smarter. Now, the artistic value of superhero movies has already been questioned by the likes of Scorsese and Tarantino. I won't rehash their musings here. I just wanted to discuss with you my thoughts on the matter. I'm a bit shocked considering where I am in life that I still care. And I think I still care. Should I still care? Not only can't we go back in time and watch Richard Donner's Superman when it was first released in 1978, back in much simpler times. If I was 24 now and Superman hit the theaters today for the first time, would I have the same reaction? Would any of us? It was such a personal film that I don't think people saw it as a special effects movie. I got that same sensation from the first Star Wars, even Toy Story. The first fully computer animated movie was just a different style of animation. I think they all fit into the category of movie. Iron Man 1 felt like a movie, not a theme park ride. By the time we got to Iron Man and his nanoparticle do-everything suit, all was lost. The joy of Iron Man was that Tony was just a guy in a metal suit that needed charging. We tolerated all the ever-increasing ridiculous 3D bombast up to and including the release of Avengers Endgame, April of 2019, and then there was nothing. Darkness. The Rise of Skywalker, released December of 2019, was a sad, pathetic end to the Star Wars franchise that none of the mostly dreadful TV shows could rekindle. Marvel unraveled before our eyes in 21 and 23. Shang-Chi, Eternals, Love and Thunder, She-Hulk, anyone. Pixar dropped that massive Lightyear turd. Disney raised that diversity banner and rode it into the canyon only to be slaughtered. Are we suffering from superhero exhaustion or burnout or from an endless parade of horrendously executed properties? I'm sort of thinking that CGI and our over-reliance on it might have played a bigger role than most think. I'm sure you've heard the old saying, fix it in post. I blame three things for the decline in these movies. Firstly, seemingly endless budgets. Secondly, there's pretty much nothing a studio can't fix using computer graphics. Third, because movies are now sent to theaters by a digital feed and shown using digital projectors, some movies are being fiddled with right up until just weeks prior to release. Studio interference is legendary in Hollywood. Giving talentless management this unholy trifecta has been devastating. Have you heard of necessity is the mother of invention? Well, these people don't have any kind of necessity, are not inventive, and have no mothers. This is really a demonstration of incompetent leadership. How many video games do you buy that require a 4-terabyte bug fix the moment you install it? Incompetence abounds. What I'm not getting about all this fiddling, reshooting, and fixing, didn't Shang-Chi have an approved script? Didn't any of the greatest thinkers at Marvel read it? The director? The DOP? Anyone from craft services? Wasn't there anyone that said the damn thing was a badly written, disorganized, special effects engorged mess? Yes, it did have the now mandatory woman kicks man in sperm shooter sequence. Do we want to see anyone in spandex anymore? And this is not to let DC off the hook. Superman 2 was bad, and Superman 3 we just don't talk about in polite society. Then there was the modern era. One terrible movie after another as DC tried desperately to duplicate the success of the Marvel Cinematic Universe like a drunk on a bender, but it instead presaged the dreadful post-Endgame Marvel. So, into this mess comes Gunn. He has a huge job, because really, if you think about it, we're not just asking him to fix DC's mess, we are also asking him to overcome Disney's historic self-immolation, and perhaps existentially Amazon's Rings of Power and Netflix's Witcher. Those of us who enjoy these genres of entertainment, their failures all kind of mush together as one giant pit in one's stomach. Peripheral, a punch to the gut. Apple Plus's foundation, another intestinal cleanser. We talk about exhaustion, but don't we fully embrace moments of clarity, such as The Expanse? There is a saying that success lets all boats rise together. Unfortunately, the converse is also true. And so when we complain about Gunn's upcoming slate, aren't we also subconsciously thinking about everyone else's failure? Ironically, the best thing that could happen to DC is if every one of Disney's releases in 23 were hits. Before I leave you, I just want to tell the studios to cut down on the special effects. Bring your superheroes back to human scale and bring back the MacGyvering, because that's what all the comic books did. Powers would fail. Gear would fail. Iron Man would run out of juice. Get rid of the nano nonsense, like Spider-Man did at the end of No Way Home. Did you catch that? That Tony Stark garbage was jettisoned for the good old Spidey outfit? Write scripts that don't need endless reboots. Find writers that can actually write scripts. That's enough for now. What do you think? Are we asking James Gunn to save the entire superhero fantasy sci-fi universe? Till next time, denizens, be seeing you.